what's up guys? My name is Casey Cooper and today I'm going to be introducing you to how to play drums without drums. I'm going to teach you your first drum beat to basically air drum. You can, if you have some sticks, you can play along on a pillow or you can pretend and move your arms around and stuff, but it's a lot of fun to be a drummer, so we figured, you know, even if you don't have a drum set, you might want to be a drummer. Now, I've also got this really cool software here where I'm going to be able to show you, by air drumming, actually drumming these sounds that are going to happen here. So we're going to keep it real simple with the beat. That way everybody can play along and have some fun here. And let's learn to air drum / drum. All right, so the drum groove I'm going to teach you guys today is pretty simple. It's nothing really complicated at all. And basically, we are going to break it down into 3 segments for you. One is going to be your right hand, one is going to be your left hand, and one is going to be your right foot. And so each one is doing something a little bit different here. In music, you count it with usually 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 8th note subdivisions we're doing today are going to be the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But the actual groove here is very, very simple, and I'm going to demonstrate it for you right now so you can get a little glimpse into what it's going to be before I talk about where each hand and foot is going to be playing. So that was the groove there. Now we're going to break it down into 3 segments. Now you heard me earlier say that we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, which are quarter notes. We're also using the subdivision of 8th notes, which is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, which is basically 8 notes in a measure. And so for this, the measure of playing we're going to do is going to start with your right hand. I'm just going to show you this pretty quickly so you can understand that, but then we're going to talk about the difference between the left hand and the foot and where they're going to be placed within the groove. So the right hand the whole time is going to stay steady, and it's just going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on and so on. And that is really how you keep a steady rock beat in drumming. And so that's going to be the same. Now don't worry about that for now because that's kind of the easy part, seeing as how it stays the same the whole time. We're going to talk about your left hand right now. Your left hand is what plays a snare drum, and it's going to be on 2 and 4. So we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's where the left hand is. Now, you may want to practice your right hand and your left hand together. So sit at home and play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. Now you kind of got that, and if you need to practice it for a little bit, that's okay. Now the third part is the kick. So the kick is actually going to go like this. There's 3 notes, 1 on 1, and then 2 notes on 3 and. So you're playing a quarter note and you're playing 8th notes, which we talked about earlier. So this is why it's a little more complicated than your snare and your hi-hat. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's your kick drum. So there you have it. Those are the 3 parts there. Now, being new to drums, you may want to work on the actual coordination between your hands a little bit and your feet. And so one thing I like to do when I practice is I'll break down a groove into 3 segments. You take the right hand, you learn to play the right hand, you learn to play the left hand, and you learn to play the foot, and you do those all separately. Then you want to take them and put them together. So we would practice the right hand and the left hand on the snare like we did earlier with the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But you also want to practice the right hand in the kick. So you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So once you got that, you can practice the kick and snare. So you take your right hand away, put it behind your back maybe, just to make sure you don't mess with it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's that simple. Now you know the whole groove. Your right hand's going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Left hand's going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and your right foot's going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm going to show you guys this groove at 60 BPM and then at 100 BPM, which is faster. The BPM is how fast the music is actually going. So here it is at 60. So everyone, that is your first drum beat. I hope you had fun air drumming or pillow drumming or whatever you did. I had a lot of fun showing you guys that today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play you guys out on this awesome Aerodrum air drumming software. And if you guys want to get this, it's available. You can have some fun at home as well on your computer. And then other than that, if you're looking for more lessons, if you actually have a drum set, you want to learn to play drums, you're interested in drumming, you should check out Drumeo. It's an online drumming website that does lessons and everything, and they have some phenomenal stuff. So check it out, have some fun, and play some drums. That's what it's all about. So let's go.